So let's welcome JANDOR to the AY show. Let's
I can hear you. I can hear you.
Okay, welcome aboard. How did you get into mainstream politics?
Okay, well, thank you very much. First, let me appreciate you for being one of self-built success story of Lagos. I use that word because majority of us had to pick it up ourselves and get to where we are today. That speaks volume of our tenacity and level of our resilience. So I want to congratulate you and appreciate you. Because your industry, if we speak of Lagos today, Lagos success story today, we speak of your industry, okay, despite the fact that with little or no support at all from the government of the state, but you've been able to break all barriers and get to where you are today. And that's also part of my story, how I got to where I am today. And speaking to your question, if you want to solve any problem, you really need to understand the nitty-gritty and have a critical analysis of what this problem is all about before you can proffer solutions. Asking me how I got into mainstream politics, I think it has to do with a vision. And if you have that vision, first there must be some wrongs you want to right. Okay, and the state of Lagos is a very peculiar state politically, and that is because it's a state where you have an individual pronounced to over 20 million people have chosen XYZ as your governor, and everybody jump up and jubilate, and so be it. And for some of us, we believe this has been hindering the level of development in that state of Lagos because there is this monopoly. If we don't break this monopoly, Lagos will not live to its full potential. So in the year 2011, as a matter of fact, 2010, 2011 was when I conceived this. And that was because of what I saw in that corridor. And I feel this shouldn't be, this can't continue. But because I understand the level of principalities, that are in that corridor, I know it is not something that you have to come and do. That's 7 months, 9 months to election that everybody jump out to say they want to be governor. No. It has to take a strategic and long-term plan to be able to first sit down to understand what has been the problem. How has people failed? You will see a sitting governor and somebody will back at him. We will run back into his shell with all the powers of that office. So that is speaking to something. And I feel that a state like Lagos, a metropolitan state like Lagos can't continue with that. So we must disrupt this narrative. So I took my time to understudy, that structure politically, governance, and everything. And when it was time for us to move, I called my team. You've shown it in the documentary you played recently. I called them to Abuja and I said, guys, you know what? We have a project, and that project we can liken it to wanting to go and rob the Central Bank of Nigeria. Everybody was like, what are you talking about? We're not literally saying we're going to rob the Central Bank. You understand what it is. If you want to take something from lion's mouth, you must also be a daredevil yourself and prepare, for that. So I told my team, I said, this is what I want to do, but we are going to start now. And they asked me, who campaigns for governorship 8 years to that time? And I said, this is not your regular governorship and all of that. So we need to first look at that place where that decision is being taken. We will first need to commit that unpardonable sin. That unpardonable sin within the APC is that you must not wake up and sleep and say you get vision and you want to be governor of Lagos State. The moment you have aspiration, one man has marked you to you can't be. So we'd rather go for somebody who never prepared to be in office, who never envisioned to govern, and put that person there so that person will be eternally at its mercy.